Hey Cook With Me fans, your friend Christina here. Today we're cooking a stuffed pork chop, an apple bacon stuffed pork chop, because it goes in with the whole, fall thing. Apples are in season, they're beautiful, and in fact this particular apple was picked by my mom. So we're gonna core this guy. This is my handy dandy corer. It's definitely a juicy apple. And then peel it. The outside is, it's a little waxy and it's a little tart, and we don't want that part in. So we're just gonna go ahead and do a real quick peel on this guy and chop him up. Just gonna go for like a little cube, kinda. He's gotta fit inside of a pork chop, so I don't wanna make him too big. I went ahead and par cooked our bacon a little bit because it's not gonna take quite as long as the apples, and you gotta have crispy bacon. Nobody likes that flabby, fatty, mushy stuff. Look, put these guys into a bowl, quality control. A really good apple, Mom, thanks. I have leftover onion from another recipe. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this up. Now, I want all of these to be kind of consistent in size. So, I think I'm gonna make it like a medium-sized chop here. This is a Vidalia onion. They're sweeter and they're flat, so they can be a little more difficult to chop up. Looking for little squares, about like that. Got it? All right, then, one of my favorite ingredients in the whole wide world, garlic. Normally, you know me, I'm heavy on the garlic, but I've got some really good flavors going on here, and I don't want this to overpower it. I just want to kind of sneak in a little garlic goodness, and that's the garlic flavor that you really want to go after. And into the pot he goes. Bacon. Ho, 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 ho. I got these cut by my butcher, just a thick cut. This is actually one of the recipes is it's like a paleo recipe, which is huge right now. Paleo, everybody wants to be a caveman. I guess their physique is better than the modern day American. Anyway, hunted and gathered. So no grains really, no milk products or, byproducts of animals of any kind. So if you're on the paleo diet, you can eat bacon, which is a huge plus. Now it's time to get on our Sauté pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and help out our tasty little ingredients with a little bit of butter. Bacon is already gonna release a lot of fat, a lot of that fat, and that's delicious, but we don't want it to be too oily or greasy. All right, so a little bit of butter, just a little bit. And let's talk about our pork chop. Now once you're hooked it up, look at that thing. The goal is we're going to try to make a pocket into this. Flatten this up. The best way to do this is a paring knife. So we want to make sure that we're somewhere here in the center, right? We want to make a little pocket, just down to the bone, pretty much. See? A little pocket. Hello. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Hello. That's a piss off all the vegetarians you just finally got to watch the video.
Okay, our butter is melted and it's time to put our filling into the saute pan. See that sizzle? Once our apples have started to soften and our bacon gets nice and crisp and our onions get a little translucent, we're gonna go in with a bit of sage. Chiffonade, just lay the little leafies out flat here. You can even double them up, make wise of your time, and roll it up. While we got our pork chop over here, we are gonna have to season them up with a little bit of salt and pepper. Whoop, flip the guy over. That's the noise you want to hear. Okay, so I've turned it up really high. I want to get a nice sear to it, but I don't want to mess with it. If you mess with it, then you lose your opportunity to get that beautiful crust. And that's really the best part of any cut of meat. Okay, I think we're about ready to flip our chop. It's been about 3 minutes. Ah! Right onto the other side. Okay, our chop is ready to remove from the heat. He's got a pretty sear on him. Go ahead and stick them right here. Keep my pan ready. Going to spoon on in. Stuff as much of the filling as we can. Keep on stuffing. All right, he's stuffed pretty darn full, if you can see that. Put them back in the pan, pop them in the oven, 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. Just keep an eye on them. Okay, time to check on our pork chop. Cooked perfectly, I might add. Spatula very carefully and gently because we don't want our filling to fall out on us. Ta-da! All right, guys, I don't know how one person could eat this entire pork chop, but I'm surely gonna try, and I'm probably gonna have to fight my brother over it. But I think I can take him. Anyway, I think that you guys are gonna love this dish. Make sure to message me, tell me what you thought about it. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Tune in to the rest of our fall festive dishes and make sure you subscribe. And thanks for cooking with me. I'll see you next time.